Okay, so some of y'all have been with me for quite a while, have seen the development of my channel and the development of my content, and how I started out one way. I'm trying to spread into other parts of the Bible, trying to cover things that a lot of people don't do, like morning prayer, praying the Psalms. This is something a lot of people have gotten away from. This used to be very common. They used to even sing the Psalms. Um, so I'm trying to re-inspire and bring that back out. As you can see on the page here, another thing I'm going to do is bring back Proverbs. There used to be a reading of Proverbs. People used to teach their kids Proverbs. They used to memorize Proverbs. They used to teach Proverbs in school. I mean, Proverbs was a very great teaching tool because there's a lot of little bits of wisdom, little hidden tidbits of knowledge in Proverbs. So, I want to do another video series on Proverbs and just reading the Proverbs. And if anything jumps out, we can do a little bit of commentary on that, but mainly it's just to read them and to share them because this is something that we've gotten away from. And there's great understanding in the book of Proverbs. I hardly hear anybody do it anymore. Um, Even my own church, I don't think we've ever gone through the book of Proverbs. But this is something that's really important for us to do. You want to have the whole counsel of God, you have to read the entire Bible, every word that's in it, because there's so much there that a person, even in a full lifetime, 100 years, can never cover everything in it. So this video series, I'm just going to read through and see what jumps out, but mainly just reading it. I'm not going to give a whole bunch of commentary on it. Just like I did with the book of Revelations, I'm just going to point out things that jump out, but mainly it's just to read it. Because anyone who reads these things is blessed. Anyone who hears them is blessed because there's stuff in here that can change your life. I know there's stuff in here that to this day I was taught, 20 years ago, to this day still remember it. So in this video we will read Proverbs 1, the beginning of knowledge. And I'm doing it like this because, that way you guys can see it and follow along. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity, to give prudence to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. To understand a proverb and an enigma, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of your father, and do not forsake the law of your mother. For they will be a graceful ornament on your head, and chains about your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. If they say, come with us, let us lie in wait to shed blood. Let us lurk secretly for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them alive like Sheol, and whole like those who go down to the pit. We shall find all kinds of precious possessions. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in your lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the night of any bird, in the sight of any bird. But they lie in wait for their own blood. They lurk secretly for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone who is greedy for gain. It takes away the life of its owner. Wisdom calls aloud outside. She raises her voice in the open squares. She cries out in the chief concourses. At the openings of the gates in the city she speaks her words. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? For scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn at my rebuke. Surely I will pour out my spirit on you. I will make my words known to you. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no one regarded. Because you disdained all my counsel and would have none of my rebuke, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your terror comes. When your terror comes like a storm and your destruction comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then they will call on me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find me. Because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would have none of my counsel, and despised my every rebuke. Therefore, they shall eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled to the full with their own fancies. For the turning away of the simple will slay them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will dwell safely, and will be secure without fear of evil. This has been Proverbs 1, and it's very obvious what it's telling us. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.